Good evening, Celtics fans. It's CB on the Seas. We're talking about game 32 out of 82, Boston versus Charlotte. This Sunday before Christmas. Seas won 119 to 103. My pull-up three-pointer, the first point. It was a blowout. We were up by 30 in the third quarter. And I think it was due to the fact that I think the game was easy because Charlotte is such a small team. They had no real big post presence in contrast to the previous game against Milwaukee with Giannis, who is a sizable post presence. C's don't, they're missing Baines, and it seems like they have a hard time with massive centers who can play inside and outside. So the second point is the coaching point of my pull-up three-pointer, and it's Stevens, who I noticed played Williams a little bit more than he did against the Bucks the previous game, when the Bucks had more of a post presence. You'd think he'd want to play Williams more, because he's a big guy who can defend the post. But instead, he played more. Stevens played Williams more in this game against the Hornets. So I think there's something about Williams' game where Stevens doesn't really trust him to play against big guys. I guess maybe he wants to put him in there against smaller lineups, get him a little confidence, so he doesn't have a lot of resistance when he's got the ball in the post. But he played fantastic again. I'd really like to see them risk a little bit more playing him against tougher big men. Third point on my pull-up three-pointer was the rebounding stats. They got killed by the Bucks on the boards and the Suns with Ayton. He's another center who killed us. But in this game, we rebounded. We out-rebounded the Hornets by, I think, 10. 47-37. So that was a key, obviously, and it helped that the Hornets are small and no big bangers. So stars and stains, top three stars are Smart. For me, it was number 3 star. Typical gutty game, 28 minutes, 6 points, but 3 steals. He's definitely creeping up in the steals leaderboard. 2 for 4 from the arc. That's good for him. Second star was Hernan Gomez. Mike and Scal definitely talked about him. I liked his game. He used to kill us when he played with the Knicks. His previous stop, he was 8 for 11 in 23 minutes and had 19 points. He was their second leading scorer. And he had one of the better plus minuses of the guys who got major minutes outside of garbage time at 0. Rest of the guys, starting lineup was -18, -25, -12, -23, -21 for the starting lineup for the Hornets. That ain't too good. And the number 1 star, obviously, Kyrie. It's like, pencil him in every game, number 1 star. The guy's pulling the team to 50 wins all by himself. The 3 stains, I had 3 Hornets, Bridges, Batum, and Williams. Marvin, that's still the funniest name. They were all terrible, and it occurred to me when I was writing down their names, like, these guys were high draft picks, and so I looked it up, and of course, Bridges is a rookie, so he gets a little bit of a pass, but he was the 12th pick overall. Batum was the 25th pick overall, and Williams was the 2nd pick overall. Bridges had 3 points, Batum had 5 points, and Williams had 4 points. So all that first round talent got them a total of 12 points. Not a good recipe. Batum played 23 minutes, Williams 26 minutes, and Bridges 27 minutes. There was -18, -25, and -5. So Not a lot of value from your first round studs. Okay, my closeout. It's a recommendation for a potato chip. The kettle chips. They have a lot of great flavors. I went to a party in Venice, in Los Angeles, like 15 years ago, and there was a bag of jerk flavored kettle chips. And I was already a little bit drunk, but I got into the bag, and it was at a barbecue at a party, and I must have punished almost the whole bag. And I had looked for, after that, I had looked for this flavored potato chip in every supermarket I was in, Vaughn's and Ralph's and Gelson's. Those are popular Los Angeles, Southern California supermarket chains. Couldn't find them. And I've yet to find them since. And I tried looking them up on Google. I don't know what happened to the flavor. Maybe I hallucinated it. So if you can't find jerk flavored kettle chips, the next best ones are peppercini. Now those they do make. They're not in every store, but they're definitely available now. You might have to call around, but those are really yummy. To be honest, you really can't go wrong with any kettle chips. They're all great. Anyway, so that's my closeout. Next game is Christmas game against the Sixers. That's game 33 of 82. So until then, peace in the Middle East.